Hey guys, Crew Blonde Wave, I'm Eric.
I'm Aaron.
And we're back with Black Lightning.
Yes.
Last time on Black Lightning?
There was some, and then there was some death, and then there was some like, no, he needs to do this.
Yeah.
That's kind of what happened.
Yeah. Lala, die. Right? Didn't Lala die?
Oh yeah, there was that death too.
Yeah.
That was a
And Lala's cousin, he die.
What? Yeah, and then there's the.
Yeah, he died too.
No, she.
She die. Yep. What was her name? Dang it. Yeah, she.
LaWanda White, I think was her name.
Yeah, she died from Lala to be able to prove what was happening. Right?
Yep.
Yep.
And now
they shut down the motel.
Tobias Whale came in and sent Lala to La La Land.
He did do that. Die land. Jefferson has what his wife Lynn says is an addiction to his powers. I believe that was a subject of our poll. We also had a thwarting of a pharmacy robbery.
Yep. And our poll was, do you like the show?
That's not the poll.
Oh, okay. No, it was, do you think he actually has an addiction?
Yeah.
And 25%, because Eric hit the little check mark, said yes.
Oh, 25%.
And 74% say no.
Oh, most people say no, that it's not an addiction. Like the powers themselves are an addiction, not like just feeling like a hero, but like the actual lightning. The
lightning is not an addiction. Whatever I Feel Like says no, and I thought it was weird that they even brought it up as a possibility. I had said before, like maybe it could have, because the brain works on different like electrical impulses.
Yep.
Like, could it be feeding into those electrical impulses, causing some kind of addiction that your brain wants it? I could see it being possible, but I don't know if it really is.
Yeah. Well, we were talking about that one scene in the beginning of the last episode where he kind of like wakes up and is like, ah!
Like he was in pain.
Yeah.
But I don't know what he was in pain for. Like we talked about, like, was it a withdrawal? It's because he hasn't used the powers in a long time, and somehow they're like.
And now that he is using them, they're kind of like bubbling up and shit.
But he did like send them up like his arm to his brain.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's possible. Roberto says, I voted no, but maybe he was obsessed with fixing the city, not necessarily his powers, which drove him to having to quit. So he's saying like an addiction to being a superhero. Excuse me.
Yeah. Just like the like an adrenaline junkie, not necessarily like the powers themselves make him dependent.
But the way she was talking was that it was the powers. Robert says, I'm wondering if his ex-wife is actually responsible for giving him his powers, with all the talk of her being a neuroscientist. Also, he's addicted, but to fixing things, not his powers.
Well, we don't know what the origin of the power, us being the show watchers, not necessarily comic book fans, but I don't know, if his daughter has a hereditary power, did he have a hereditary power? Or is something change him that makes his like he's like super powered sperm? What? Something changed when he got his meta power?
I have that.
You have meta sperm?
Super powered sperm, yeah.
What does it do?
It just negates birth control.
It's just good at it.
Condoms, pills, shots.
You're like Crow. You're just unlucky. That's unlucky sperm, Aaron.
I'm trying to see if someone says yes. I think it is an addiction.
Sure.
So Cameron says if he can go 9 years without wanting to use his powers, then I don't think it's an addiction. He is returning to help everyone else that he can now. Well, you can be addicted to something and then get rid of it.
Yeah, it's falling off the wagon, right? And
then get back to it.
Like you can not drink for 9 years, but as soon as you take that drink, then you spiral out. You wake up and you have your sweats and the drinks and
the drinks.
Yeah.
Hang on, I'm gonna read Jordan and also Ryan's here. Ryan says, I think he does. The way the lightning was moving through his veins in the one scene made it look like it could be a drug.
Yeah.
And Jordan said, I thought in the beginning of the episode he was using his powers to either nullify the pain or maybe even speed up his cellular regeneration, healing internal injuries that he may have suffered.
Yeah.
So there is possibility. Der Amish says, yes. The flawed hero is a common trope.
Yeah. So,
it's very possible. Otherwise, it's very, very heavy towards the no, it is not.
No addiction. So you all think Lynn is stupid, is that what you're saying? Can't do that. Don't say she's stupid. She might be stupid.
Power. Shit.
power.
It's been 9 years since I've even come close to using my powers. Do you remember why you became Black Lightning?
Don't run like that. What are you doing? You had to get water?
I was thirsty. I didn't have any.
A friend, a mother, and she most certainly.
She doing some power stuff, right?
Maybe she's gonna practice. What can I do here?
Day one.
Junkie.
Put the slaves in check, huh?
Why you up in the pulpit with a $25,000 watch on, wiping your forehead with a silk handkerchief?
Oh shit.
I'm scraping young black men's bodies off the concrete. The street is my pulpit.
Oh.
Breaks her hand instead. Run!
What's happening? Run! Couch.
No, don't do that. Okay. I guess that is the answer. I would have moved.
Oh, there she goes. There you go, girl.
Oh no! Don't break the light.
Where's the junkyard dog? God's faith in Black Lightning?
Yeah, that's him.
I know.
He doesn't have his faith in the other stuff. He doesn't know what he's doing.
It's like, what if you're wrong? Like, I'm
Heroes
not.
inspire people.
Fuck, he's wrong.
Good reason. No exception. I don't want to inspire people to get themselves killed.
Yeah.
Watching hundreds of people over multiple city blocks.
Nice. So the suit charges him too, right?
I mean, I don't know. He never had the suit when he was shocking himself.
Yeah, but he
before.
was always absorbing power before he did anything anyway. Right? The lights would go off and stuff.
He never was flickering stuff. But when he was in his room, charged like electrifying himself in the bed, I don't think any lights were really flickering. One finger.
Oh shit. That's cool.
Amen, Lady Eve.
Are these two equals? Who are they? Or like in relation to each other?
I don't know.
Like, he doesn't work for her, does
It
he?
seemed like he was giving her something in
And then
payment
we can check into the
Lala
hotel
stuff,
too.
right?
200.
Yo, did you tell your parents where you were going? Sure, I lied.
I don't have condoms.
What do you mean you lied?
He's a virgin.
I haven't done it before. I was afraid to tell you. I mean, I wanted you to think that I knew what I was doing, but
Would you like to?
I was just trying to have swag.
So, a fine-ass virgin tells the truth and risks remaining a virgin? Khalil, my virgin self couldn't find you sexier right now.
Yep. What if he's lying? Because he knew that.
I mean, I would say I was a virgin every time.
Yeah. I'm a virgin now. 4
I'm a
children.
virgin now. I've never had sex. How did she get a vertical video when didn't she film it up and down?
She edited it.
Hey,
She added sides.
I'm sorry. Do you need me to get out of your way?
The outsiders? It's not my thing.
The
You know,
outside.
if you're reading about genetic mutations for fun, maybe it should be. I mean,
It's a
this
DC comic.
is nerd bait. Young folks with outsized powers traveling the world, knocking bad guys on their asses. You dress up as any superhero you want. Supergirl, Looker, if vampires were your thing.
Supergirl, like the
I don't
comic?
really
Or
have a
Supergirl is in the.
I don't know.
thing. Not yet.
Supergirl Looker?
You should come to the party.
Okay.
I would really like you to.
Is the Outsiders what Team
Okay.
Arrow's gonna call themselves?
Whenever you call me handsome, I almost always end up dirty.
Well, then you won't be disappointed by my plan.
And this is not just late, she's not coming.
Family dinner is optional?
Oh, Not for you. You still a little girl.
Well, I guess that going sucks. Language. Sorry.
Invite your
this
boyfriend.
turn of events is dispiriting, as I wished for her support during this repast. I've decided I'm ready to have sex.
Oh. Telling the parents.
It's good. No, that's good.
Interesting.
It's good. I love shows that will talk about shit.
What'd she just
We
say?
are happy that you came to us like we've always encouraged you to.
Come on, the guy that she's with is a
I don't
good
think
kid.
either one of them said more than
Don't
pass
be
the salt
smart.
for the rest of the week.
Said more than that.
It was a little cruel to spring it. I'm just tired of walking around with a sign trying to change people's hearts. I want to do more.
Change their face.
Sounds dangerous.
Don't think of it as
Sounds like bad
marching.
ideas.
Think of it as being with your sister.
Are you sure we're not being too liberal here? I mean, my father would say this is some white folks' mess. The girl told us that she's having sex on Saturday. Like it was nothing. If I were
And that is why I will follow up with Dr. Bass, because you are flapping. At least she's not sneaking off and getting pregnant. Don't worry. I got you.
I love it.
Wrong.
I'll let you know when we see Dr. Bass.
Hey man, she's honest with you about sex. You can tell you're Black Lightning. You know?
Maybe.
Let her make her own choices. Oh shit.
Khalil,
Sir,
no, I'm asking you, do you want to give my daughter athlete's foot in places where athlete's feet should not be?
I don't think so.
I don't think so. Son, the answer is no. And if you don't know that,
I wasn't sure where that was going in the beginning. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, it's gotta be related.
I got top down. If you start from here, I got top down. I'm drying.
You gonna be okay?
She cut her hair, didn't she?
Yeah, I'll be back.
Or maybe like
She
extensions.
usually has it like.
I thought she had like a long braid or something like that. Yeah.
I think she just puts it in the. Hey, what you doing?
Do not enter.
You know
Detour.
shit.
Close. Go away. Fuck off.
Death in her eyes.
you
Why?
agreed to do this. You said you want to move up in the organization, maybe take Lala's place, right?
Yes.
It's not easy to kill someone in cold blood. Your gunman is gonna look nervous. A little bit like you look now. No, I'm not nervous.
What if they have more than one gunman? Yeah. She's there too? Oh my gosh. Whole conversation that he's like, you can't do this, and his whole family goes.
Yeah. Already powered up.
Those buildings don't look nearly as tall as what they did in the little thing, do they?
No one can see that bright light.
None of the girls are down there.
You see him? You see him? You see him? You see him? Shit! Shit!
Gun.
Shit! Yeah,
Come on, do this.
The sniper thingy. You gotta be able to take one out in a crowd, right? Oh shit! You just okay.
I'm just.
Holy shit!
Lightning shield.
Okay.
That's cool. That's new. That's sweet. All right. No more. Watch behind you.
There we go.
Nice. Dude, he turned and saw that guy quick.
Oh, he's supposed to be dead. Are they singing? They are singing. That's why I hate these church-going Negroes. Always praying and singing. Singing and praying. They all want to go to heaven, but don't none of them want to die.
Shit. Dude.
Death in her eyes.
Oh no.
Oh no, the
He's gonna get shot. She missed? That wasn't a miss, was it? Did he get shot too? Did he go through? What was that about?
Yeah.
Yeah, it did.
How did he? What happened?
It went through. It had to have been penetration.
Danger is everywhere.
She brought her there, you know.
If it wasn't for Black Lightning, they could all be dead right now, you know? Twice.
I'm sorry. Sorry, Jefferson.
Sorry for what?
What? Why?
So what's going on with you?
Tell her.
She's thinking.
I want this.
Chanel and I broke up.
All right. Good excuse.
Sorry to hear that, baby. So when you're ready to tell me what's really going on, I'm
Saw
here for
right
you.
through that.
Damn,
Right
Mom.
through that shit.
Some mom shit there.
Okay?
The bullet hit his spine.
He's gonna be paralyzed, isn't he?
He might not walk again.
You just shaved that time off his forehead.
To all our prayers.
Shit. Shit.
Oh man.
Okay, episode 3 of Black Lightning. With this being a new show, how you feel about the first 3 episodes?
It's been good. I
Yeah.
think so far the progression has seemed steady. Like I haven't felt like yet, like, well, this. I mean, it's a shorter season. There's
Sure.
only 13 episodes, so it should progress the story along without
Yeah.
any kind of like slow dead episodes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I felt like this
But-
one was a little slower, but I still really enjoyed it.
Yeah. I mean, it's continuing to progress.
Yeah.
All the characters' story points and stuff. You know, Tobias now knows that Black Lightning's alive.
Yeah.
And he's, you know, him and her, Jefferson and Lynn.
Yeah.
Like their relationship and coming more to terms of Black Lightning
Yeah.
needing to be a thing. And then you have the daughter who's working towards this power that she has that she didn't
Yeah.
know she had. So like all of them are slowly getting more like those are like our main characters, and then everyone else
Yeah.
has little things going on and stuff.
I really like to focus on the family as a unit. You know, like, you know, they don't live together. They're not together, but they have family dinner.
They're family,
you know? She comes over. She's at his house, and you know, then they have the discussion, the small discussion about, well, maybe they should come live with me. But I really enjoyed how it all kind of came together at the end, where it's like, no one is safe here, and that's why I need to do what I'm doing. You know.
It
Really
also
like that.
this and Flash both kind of had a theme of hope
Yeah.
in both of them. Like if you've seen Flash, obviously that one had it, but then this one here, like some of the stuff with the Reverend and like just some different themes that kind of popped up was like having hope that more will happen or good things will
Yeah.
happen rather than the bad's gonna prevail.
Yeah.
So I was like, well, that's kind of neat. I think it was the Reverend who was pointing it out more.
Yeah, I mean, this one might lean a little bit more towards faith, which you can say is pretty close to hope in terms of like what it actually does for you, you know. Yeah, I mean, the Reverend got shot, but he's gonna be okay. But
I think it's Khalil,
Khalil, yeah,
and I guess he's gonna be paralyzed. They need to get him to get with Gamby, and then he can be the guy at the computer. Like Oracle.
yeah, right.
I don't know if he's good at computers though. It sucks though because like they set up like he was shaved a 10th, right? So he's doing track. He shaved a 10th off his whatever he was running.
Hopefully, if this isn't the CW verse, then Felicity and Curtis's Kickstarter thing works. They start making those chips so you can give it
Help
to
the
Khalil.
arm and help the thing. Yeah, right.
Yeah. Like again, that's one of those things where it's like, oh, that would be weird, you know, in this show. But they had holographic targets in this one. That was a little more. That was actually a little more less grounded than I was expecting.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, they had the little map too.
Yeah.
But he had like gloves on rather than Tony Stark just doing stuff.
Yeah.
You know.
Yep.
So, with the way things are and the way things kind of seem like bad, is he just like doing that targeting thing? He shot the cop, right?
Yeah.
He's like, do it again, and he kept practicing until he could get the right guy. It's because he kills him when he hits him.
I think he kills. Well, no, not always, because he didn't kill.
He didn't kill the cousin.
Lala's cousin.
He shocked the hell out of his chest and threw him into a car.
Yeah, but I don't know. I don't know, because I don't think he has a problem with killing.
I don't know.
I kind of believe
he
would
threw
have
that
killed
one guy in
Lala.
front of him, and that guy was dead
Yeah.
for sure, you know. But
I mean, he talked about killing the gunman though, right? Like then they kind of not exactly, but he kind of compared the scared nature of this guy's.
he
gonna
said
be
the
scared.
eyes would be the same, but
Yeah.
his worry could be for the people,
Sure.
not so much. Like I'm the only person that's gonna be able to stop him, versus I got to kill a kid or something.
Okay, but the only real confirmation of someone actually dying due to black lightning is he grabbed a guy, put him in front of him, and that guy got shot.
Yeah.
Now, you could say, well, I didn't kill him. Those guys killed him, you know?
But why didn't he just knock that guy away and put up a shield?
Yeah.
If he can do that.
Which he can do that, which was cool. I love that
I
shield.
love that shield. That
it was
neat.
awesome.
I liked it a lot. Which it kind of makes sense because bullets were bouncing off him before anyway.
Yeah, but they can't bounce off his face.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah. See, I think with what they said here about the power base, right? He said that you absorb. I think black lightning absorbs energy and then he unleashes it, because the suit I think acts as something that he can absorb from too. I'm just saying because the only reason I really feel like that's the case is because in the other episodes we've always seen him and kind of breathe in as things were shut down, you know. So I think he absorbs energy. He maybe doesn't generate his own, or maybe he does it a bit, but
I mean, if that's
he
the
mostly
case,
absorbs
like at the
it.
bed when he was doing stuff with electricity in his body
Yeah.
and stuff, we had no powers going out there. I don't believe. Like there was the TV going, the lights on, and he was just you saw it going up his arm.
See, you said that earlier. I feel like we did have a lot of flickering lights in that scene, but I can't remember either. I don't know. Once the light's flickering, that's what caused Lynn to come in? Or is it just his screaming? I don't know. I don't remember. But I mean, just from what we learned here, he does gain power because he's wearing the suit too. I think that it might be both. It might be that he does generate his own force, but he can absorb others too. Maybe it makes him more powerful. Because he absorbed the shocking. I mean, he got shocked, and he's,
Yeah.
whenever those guys tased him.
But that could just be the thing of him being able to control, and he deals with electricity, so he's able to deal with it. Or when he had that body thing after going and saving the children. Yeah, after saving the kids.
Mm-hmm.
What did Gamby say about the voltage and stuff too?
I don't remember exactly.
Okay, I'm trying to think of what all he said.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering, because it could be more is it a thing where he's getting power directly from his gauntlet things that he had and whatnot, or is it more of these are able to help him
channel
down and channel it
yeah.
more like Quick?
I think it could be a matter of both. I think that he has to have some charge in him already. That's probably more than the normal person in terms of electricity. But I think that he also can absorb and channel to generate it from around him.
Maybe.
I don't know. Well, we'll keep learning as we go. But
Yeah.
what we don't want is people coming out and saying, "No, this is what it is in the comics." you know.
Yeah, I mean, it could be different than what it is in the comics.
Sure,
too,
I
so-
want to absorb it just from the TV show.
Yeah.
So he also just jumped off the building, landed on a car. Seemed to be fine.
Yeah.
Is that a suit, or does because he can power up his muscles, they don't break down?
I was hoping he would jump and then shoot lightning into the
Yeah,
ground to
kinda.
slow him down or something like that. You know, I don't know how exactly,
fucking-
but I would believe it. You know what I mean?
Shoot a bolt of lightning.
Because remember, he went up to the penthouse for Lala and jumped out the window there.
Yeah, we don't know
We
what
don't know what
happened.
happened. He just jumped.
Maybe he's just really good.
Because
I don't know.
There's been something with static electricity and stuff, like static shock, kind of hover on his thing.
Yeah.
In the Infamous series, he had lightning powers.
And
he couldn't
yeah.
fly, but he could slow himself
Yeah.
down to where he was kind of gliding and
Yeah.
stuff. You know.
Yeah.
If he could do that, I'd just be like, yeah, I believe it.
Yeah. Gliding on elements isn't flying.
Huh?
Yeah.
Well,
no, I
he
get
couldn't
you.
gain any lift though.
Yeah.
He just had to go from what height he had.
Yeah. It's like the parasailer from Zelda. You can't go up unless you hit a current.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I think the big question here with all of, the powers aside, Gamby deleted the metadata
Yeah.
that had Tobias Whale at the scene of the crime.
Tobias Whale deleted.
I don't think that he's working with, but he could be trying to channel Black Lightning's attention. Like, don't go after just Tobias Whale. We have to do other stuff. But I don't know what. I don't know.
Possibly. I don't want him to be bad.
No, no way.
If they have something where it's like, is Tobias Whale supposed to be dead or anything?
Black Lightning is supposed to be dead. He keeps saying he's killed Black Lightning.
I mean, remember the first episode?
There was a wanted poster.
There was a wanted poster for Tobias Whale or something?
Mm-hmm. I don't have pictures of dead guys.
I wouldn't
remember
think. So they have to know he's alive. But if he was knowing that he was involved in it more, I mean, maybe he would focus on that rather than focusing on like the people. Yeah. Like, I think maybe Gambi wants him to focus on like the people and helping the people rather than going after the big bad right now.
That's what I guessed when it was happening. I'm just like, oh, okay. Tobias Whale, in terms of the hierarchy of this criminal organization, where does Lady Eve like fit in? Like, are they kind of like in their own organizations and they kind of like, I don't know. They seem to be in the same neighborhood.
I don't know. They're either like similar level or she's above.
Yeah. He's the leader of the 100, right?
Yeah,
Is she also in the 100? I thought that he was the leader of the 100. Maybe she's the leader of a different gang.
Or a higher up.
Or a higher up.
We haven't heard of any other gangs.
Yeah,
like,
I don't
why would he pay her for the Lala execution if she's the leader of a different gang?
Yeah. Well, I mean, you could have an organization of gangs that are, you know, over, or an organization that's over other gangs. He could be like the leader of the 100. Then you have other gangs that go to a bigger crime boss. That doesn't mean all of them are 100.
She's saying she's above the 100 and controlling like other gangs?
It's possible.
I don't know. I don't know how big this Freeland place is to know like how many gangs are there. Like the map he had
the hollow
felt
of the city.
like there were like these big like skyscrapers.
Yeah.
And then like what we saw there felt like they were like maybe 3-story buildings like
in Atlanta,
all
Georgia,
around.
yeah.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
I'm just kind of like.
No, I get you.
So like I don't know if Freeland's big enough to have like, well, we have the 100 gang and the 200 gang and the 0 gang, you know, like I don't know if it's big enough for that or if like this is more of a hierarchy.
Sure.
Or if like this is the 100 gang but like Lala ran like this division and then Tobias is like above that and some other divisions and then she kind of helps run other divisions.
Yeah.
So they could all be part of the 100 gang maybe.
It could be.
Or they, I don't know. But
okay.
yeah. Did this sniper with death in her eyes, right? So there's this woman with death in her eyes.
Yeah.
And then didn't he say to take him out?
I thought he said
Black Lightning or something like that.
Take him out.
I thought it was like to kill Black Lightning.
Yeah.
But I thought it was. But did she miss? She didn't
I don't
miss,
know.
right?
I mean, it didn't like curve around him or some shit.
Like his suit has some kind of like I was gonna say electromagnetic thing, and it just went.
Yeah, I don't know. But it hit. Just one shot too, right?
Yeah, he only shot once. But I mean, it looked like she had like a sniper or something.
She has death in her eyes. What they kept saying. Wait, it said once. I kept saying it.
But I'm assuming it went in and out of the Reverend and then penetrated through him into Khalil. And I'm guessing it didn't go anywhere else because it probably stopped at his spine.
You're right. Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know either. We'll have to keep watching for that and for her and for him and for a lot of things. I did really enjoy the
dinner.
The dinner, yeah. But like just we being too liberal, when it came to like this issue. And I mean, it's both cool and funny that the daughter chose to confide in them because she knows her parents are really concerned about getting things right. And she's just kind of throwing a wrench in it, But I just really enjoyed that. And I liked, just like you, the whole, this is a white folk mess.
Yeah, it was funny.
Yeah. It was just, I don't know, it felt, real.
Well, it felt like they had said at some point, if you need to come to us and you want to have sex, just let us know. We'll talk about stuff or whatever and help you. And she's like, well, they said to do this, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna have sex. And then she just like walks out like it was no big deal. It's like that. And then the parents are like, what? And they were just dumbfounded with nothing to say and didn't know what to do. Like, should I think she'd really do this?
Fucking Khalil, man.
But you don't want to have
day away.
Huh?
Is he like a day away from having sex?
It's like being from retirement. It's like worse than being 2 days from retirement.
I know.
It's 1 day from having
Sucks,
sex.
Man.
Poor guy.
Yeah, I know. And then on a complete separate issue, what's is one of the strengths of Black Lightning is they bring up like 3-4 different issues, in one episode. But
Yeah.
I really enjoyed like the conversation the police officer and the preacher had, in terms of like what are you doing out there? It's like, well, I'm out there actually doing stuff. I'm scraping these kids
The
off the
work boots
street.
versus what
you have
you
a
wearing.
$25,000 watch, like. But then there's like, if it's not the police killing us, it's us killing us,
killing us, yeah.
like that. Just there's no answer to solve everything.
Yeah. Well, and he had a good point about like, what are we supposed to do when the police are in their pockets?
Yeah.
Like he's like, well, I'm not.
Yeah.
You might not be, but like everyone else is. That's how Tobias got in and got Lala.
Yeah, like just one accusing the other of like not doing all they can. It's like, well, you have these cops that are on his payroll and stuff. It's like, well, you're wearing a $25,000 watch. You're supposed to be a holy man,
Yeah.
giving to the poor, the innocent, the people that can't pay for themselves. But look at your watch. It's easier for a camel to go through the eye of a needle than for a rich man to get to heaven.
What?
It's a parable in the Bible.
Eye of a needle. Why the fuck would you go anywhere near?
The eye of a needle.
I wouldn't go near any of it. Eye of it, bottom of it, top of it.
Camels, heaven.
What the fuck's a camel going in a needle?
I'm saying it's easier for a camel to go through the eye of a needle.
Like to shove a camel through the eye of a needle?
Than it would be for a rich man to go to heaven. That's what Jesus said.
Okay.
Like on his own. I mean, is this a
don't be rich.
Well, Jesus does say, give away all your earthly possessions and follow me.
I mean, that's why like Bill Gates donates so much to charity.
Is that why?
Like,
He's
I
giving away
don't want to
all.
be too rich. Give some of this away.
Dude, Bill Gates is giving away more money than any of us, everybody that's watching this video right now, will ever see.
And he's still rich.
And he's still the richest guy in the world, But yeah, I like that, it's a lot of black communities. The church is a very important thing, So it only makes sense that people, when it comes to these kind of struggles, are going to that kind of leader like this preacher. And I think it's brave of the show to make it that this preacher is both kind of squirrely in terms of like, well, where are you making that money, to make that kind of watch and wear those shoes and make yourself feel good. But then that guy also is like, look, I got problems, but I also want to do good too,
Yeah.
It's not just like polarized like good or bad situation. Like that guy isn't perfect, but he's gonna do the only thing he knows how to do it.
Well, they also had the Lady Eve or whatever come up to saying that another like reverend or pastor or whatever came to him after he heard about it, came to her, I guess, and told her about it too. So like there is like, I guess there's all like in the community, in the police force, everywhere. There's people who are like, well, we gotta go to these people because otherwise they're gonna cause more problems. The whole issue is a big mess because like no one knows what to do. I think if everyone collectively just said no, then like Tobias and them like well, I know what you do.
Yeah,
like, everyone said no. It's like, well, put fear into them.
Yeah,
and like some people would die, I guess, but like if you could get it enough to stop, like all the police and all the other people have to stop too. But I don't know if it would work.
It's hard to find solutions for these kind of problems because these are problems that have not been solved. The church scene also, it just kind of made me laugh. The part where the daughter's like, where's this? Or was like, quiet, What was that? It's like, where's the other daughter? Was it Jennifer that was like?
Jennifer asked where Nisa was.
But, just that hush, like, it just takes me back to when I was a kid in church.
Yeah.
And that's where we discovered that I was deaf. Because I would kind of act up. My mom would reach down, keep it quiet right now, that kind of thing. And when she was in my good ear, it was fine. But then she would do it in my other ear. I'd be like, Mom, I was really young. I'm like, Mom, no, that's my bad ear. I can't hear you. And I just keep doing it, And she's like, why is this boy not listening to me? My dad's like, get his ear checked. And then they found out. That's exactly how they found out that I was deaf. It's like, he doesn't listen in church when I talk in this ear. Because I was so young, I couldn't just say, I can't hear any of this. I just wouldn't respond when they tried to do it.
He'd just be like, Eric, stop. And he's like,
God? Yes, Lord?
So you found out you were deaf because of God.
Because of church, yeah. I like the scene of her testing her power, too, in the junkyard.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
I can't. I would not. I don't care what my power is, or if I think I have a power, if I don't have a power. If I punch something, something starts wiggling, I'm running away from it.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna go and hope I'm okay.
shit's still coming. God damn, it's taking a long time.
Right?
No, I get you.
I'm like, move.
Yeah.
No, I just stood there.
Okay.
And I'm pretty sure she filmed up and down, and all
She
of a
did.
sudden it was left and right.
She could have edited it.
You can't add on.
Yeah, but you can take off, and then you have widescreen, just bad quality. Right? Okay. Last thing I have is, well, there was the sister with her relationship the breakup, and I'm kind of like,
Yeah.
oh, okay, well,
Yeah, we
sure.
just saw it for a second.
But we did have a mention of Supergirl,
Yeah.
so that could either mean there's absolutely no connection to the CW verse, and Supergirl is just like the Outsiders, a comic book
A
character.
comic book character, or that she exists in the real world.
Or
as a
she exists in the
superhero.
real world.
And that's why she was mentioned.
And that there's, yeah.
As of right now, she doesn't exist in any world, right? Although we did have a mention of superheroes in like the first episode.
We did have a mention of that.
So,
we
I don't
also, we've also heard before, I don't know, I can't remember where we've heard of that, Black Lightning in the comics used to take place in Metropolis. Obviously it doesn't happen here because of that, but maybe some connection to Superman / Supergirl makes more sense why they would choose to put Black Lightning on Earth, 38 or something?
Maybe. I don't know.
But I could see that. It's an interesting thing. I don't know. They also
We have to see
purposely
if they
went with Supergirl, not Superman. I feel like if it was just like a comic in that world, they might have went with Superman.
Maybe it's because they were both females. They also mentioned Looker or something like that. I don't know who Looker is.
Yeah.
Is that another like female character?
And then the Outsiders comic, which that's the exact name that new Team Arrow chose.
Yeah.
Or not chose, but Curtis was like,
I was thinking about maybe the Outsiders.
yeah. So yeah, I don't know what's going on with that. It was a DC comic too, so DC Comics exists.
In DC universe.
But they don't have Black Lightning as a character? Or
I don't know.
Okay, I don't know either.
That's when you get into some sneaky
Yep.
stuff.
Well, that's all I got.
Or
yeah.
if they name Supergirl here because she's a comic book character, but then they merge her into the real world, it's gonna be all wonky. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know.
All right.
Well,
Q&As?
We're going to check out Q&As. Make sure you guys are going to Twitter at BlindWaveProd. You can mark your questions with hashtag BlackLightningQ&A. Then you ask your question. We'll attempt to answer as many as we can.
All right. Tyler says, when do you think Jefferson will learn that Tobias is alive?
So he thinks Tobias is dead?
Does he believe Tobias is dead?
I might have missed that because I don't remember.
I don't know
You
what...
were talking about it earlier.
I said there's whatever there was a paper he looked at in the first episode.
I thought it was a wanted
And
poster.
I don't know what it was for. But if they both believed they killed each other, and then that's why he's never said about Tobias. He was saying about Lala causing problems.
Sure.
And who's Lala working for and whatnot.
Okay, so people believe that Whale is dead, and Gamby wants to keep it that way.
Maybe.
Okay.
But I mean, some of the police officers have to know because they let him in.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, I don't know. If Gamby's trying to keep Black Lightning safe for some reason, and then they'll let him know here in 4 episodes.
Sure.
About mid-season-ish.
Okay.
Xavier says, Jennifer's boyfriend needs to call Curtis from Arrow. He's the expert on fixing backs.
Exactly.
Robert says, I was trying to have swag. New favorite Arrowverse character. I had to pause it. I was laughing so hard. Such a stupid line. I love it.
It was a stupid line, but he sold it so well. Like, honestly, I feel like a lot of the dialogue, even Tobias Whale in this episode is like, meh. But the actors pull it off so well. I love it. I don't know.
Yeah.
Just the way, especially Tobias talks, I'm just like, yeah, he pulls that shit off.
Good. Robert also, I think last episode he said about had a complaint about the daughters, but he says this time, I may have misjudged Jeff's daughter. I thought she'd rush into the field like Roy, but I'm glad to see her actually training her abilities to know what she's capable of.
Yeah.
Really liked this episode.
These are smart girls. I mean, they had obviously a good upbringing, probably caused by Lynn because he wasn't off doing Black Lightning stuff. I mean, he would have been, it's been 9 years, so I mean, they would have been alive.
Yeah.
Obviously born when he was still doing it, but no, I find I'm in the same boat. Like, when I watched the trailer, especially, I thought like, oh, okay, he's got some daughters. We're gonna have that kind of stuff. I'm like, all right, well, maybe I'll like the Black Lightning stuff and that kind of stuff. I'll have to just, it's okay. But no, it's some of my favorite stuff.
It's really good. It's
really good.
Great. Red French Moon says, hello, guys. So Gamby erased Whale from the CCTV. Is it because he wants to shield Black Lightning from him? Is it to make him clean the streets rather than to avenge his father? Or is it some kind of deal with the devil?
I don't think it's a deal with the devil. Honestly, it could be a matter of, we keep hearing from Lynn, like I found you bloody and almost dead. That could be Tobias Whale. Maybe it's a protection thing.
It's possible.
Yeah.
Because I think the last time he was Black Lightning with that big bloodied mess would have been when Tobias thought he killed him.
Yeah.
Which easily could have been a battle with Tobias to where he thought he killed him.
Sure.
I don't know how something happened where they were fighting and they both thought they killed each other and left their own separate ways. You know what I mean?
I don't know.
Like an exploding building, they both got out, but they're both like, there's no way the other guy got out. You know what I mean? I don't know. Crusader said a fun comic book Easter egg. It was kind of meta since Black Lightning was basically a founding member of the Outsiders.
Interesting.
So that's kind of fun. They had Outsiders comics, like Outsiders, like Black Lightning was like one of them. That's really meta. That's really kind of weird and wonky if you're like, well, how does this DC comic exist here?
We've had
with this.
Yeah, but didn't we have that with Injustice and Arrow this year? Yeah,
they had Injustice, and there was a Blue Beetle versus Sub-Zero.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. And we kind of like said like, well, think of it like Injustice 2 was cast as the video game in this episode. It's not that like, you know, those characters and that story happens in the world. They just used it as like an actor.
But I don't think in Arrow they called it Injustice.
No, they never said Injustice.
They just said they were playing a game.
Here they
saw
did.
what was going on. And this one, they're like, look, Outsiders, guys.
Supergirl, what's that mean?
Yeah, they were like, be like a superhero, like the comic books.
You know, I personally always hate having to think about, well, what's this world have for comic books when it comes to this kind of stuff?
Like when you're watching Spider-Man and Ant-Man goes, you're not Superman, you know?
Yeah, I know.
They got DC in this Marvel universe?
Yeah. It's like, I'd rather it be like the way zombies are always handled in movies. Like, no one knows what a fucking zombie is. You know? Oh my gosh, we have to learn through consequences that if you get bit, you die. Yeah. You know? That kind of thing.
Dude says, fun fact, the actor who plays Black Lightning was the assassin in Prison Break who killed someone.
Yep.
I'm not going to say in case spoilers, but I think we talked about him. I know we talked about him. I don't know if we did it on camera or not. But
no, I believe we did in the first episode. I remember saying that, and then someone was like, no, he's not. I'm like, really? God damn, I feel bad. I looked up, I'm like, yes, he is. He's just a little fatter. Yeah.
Alrighty. Magnus, do you think the woman who with Tobias has powers, or is just a badass?
I mean, she's certainly interesting in terms of has she said one word?
I haven't heard her say a single word.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think she's like a super powered sniper. She fucking missed.
She missed. Unless she
didn't. And then we come back and he's gonna be like, hey, why did you miss Black Lightning? And she's like, I didn't. I fucking.
Maybe he's shot and he's dying, doesn't even know it yet. She's that good.
I don't even get it.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Lover of sashimi.
Sashimi.
So hard to say it. If you learned that you had superpowers, what is one place in Marietta you would go to practice them?
Farm. My parents' farm.
Your parents' farm?
Yep, I can go in the woods, no one ever find me.
So I could go in the woods, I guess, back at my parents' house. Like across the street is like 40 acres that's owned by someone else. They just go there, do whatever.
Or 41, so.
Well, we have 2 acres across the other street where we live.
I'd probably do that, or like anywhere after 8:30 p.m.
I guess it would depend. Yeah, right. I guess it would depend on what the powers were on where I'd go. You know, like if I had some kind of like underwater swimming thing, I'm not gonna go to the woods.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go like to the river.
Sure.
But if I had some kind of like, I don't know, web slinging thing, I'm gonna try to find some high as shit that I can web sling on or something.
Yeah. If you could fly, would you just fly there, or would you drive out and then fly around?
I wouldn't want to like walk out onto like a street in the middle of Marietta and just go whoosh.
No.
So I definitely would fly somewhere else and then I would drive somewhere else and then fly from there.
Yeah.
Aaron, if you and Melanie were in Jefferson and Lynn's situation, how would you and Melanie handle the situation? Since Melanie is not there, how would you handle the boys once you see him again?
The situation of the sex situation?
We're going to have sex.
I mean, your kids are quite young.
Yeah. I mean, it'd be several years. But make sure they know that the birth control was not foolproof.
Mm-hmm.
And
hence your existence.
Hence well, at least 3 of them. One is just
yeah.
But 3 of them definitely. And then I don't know. I mean, the one thing she had was a point. It's like, were you guys each other's first? And the dad's just like, you know, like,
sure.
It didn't show what the mom was thinking or saying or anything, but it was like, what do you say to that? I mean, I guess as long as they know the safeties of it and the consequences of it.
Here's a question.
As long as they're old enough. I hope they wait until after high school.
After high school?
After high school.
Okay. Well, here's a question. Do you give the same advice to the girl as you do the 3 boys?
Yes. Because having a kid as a boy is just as bad as having a kid as a girl. Just the girl has to actually carry and do all the other stuff, you know?
Yeah.
But you definitely don't want it in high school. In college, I mean, I'd rather them finish college and stuff, but at least finish high school. And being like, you know, my daughter's like 15, 16 and pregnant or some shit. I'm like, don't want that. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, well, I mean, get over 18.
I've heard of parents like talk about like, you know, my son going out and, you know, getting laid and stuff, and it's like, you know, he's a man, and I want him to be able to go out and, you know, have that social status, but not with the girl. The girl needs to be sweet and innocent, you know.
Yeah,
but I both get
there's
that.
There's still that chance of a baby, you know. Like, what if whoever that boy's with, the girl gets her pregnant, and now your son has a son.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, take care of it. Go get a job.
Sure.
So yeah. And make sure they know the consequences, I guess. I don't know what else we do. Me and Melanie usually are fairly like honest with most things, as far as like there was some conversation they had, and I came home and Melanie's like, hey, so you know, pretty much all the kids now know that I have eggs inside me. And I was like, okay.
All right, breakfast too, Melanie. That's funny.
Jonah / the Jawa said, so does this take place on Supergirl's Earth, or is this universe have DC Comics?
It could be both. DC Comics would just be a comic company that either bases their comics on real events, real people, or not. And there is a Supergirl and a Superman, because if she's on Supergirl's Earth, she'd have to have a Superman on the Earth, a Guardian and all that stuff. Or just not at all, and those are just stories. I don't know.
Could just be comics in there. I really don't know. I mean, the only thing, we've had Supergirl mentioned, and we had them mention superheroes in the first episode, so there's got to be some kind of... I mean, there's got to be multiples, because we have Black Lightning and we have the daughter now. There's got to be powers out there. And then there's whatever Tobias, like, he just seemed to, lift.
The news report in the first one was, why is Black Lightning considered a vigilante when all these other are considered heroes? Yeah. Superpowered people.
So there's something out there. I don't know what, where, how. I mean, maybe this is going to create an Outsiders like episode thing. Like, you know, like they do this to make Outsiders like like the Legends of Tomorrow. But I don't know. I don't know. And then Chicken Noodle Soup said, for some reason, I'm seeing the Blind Wave crew pull a Bad Boys 2 on a poor unexpected boy who's trying to get close to Aaron's little princess.
No.
I'm not going back to jail. Karen Gunn.
Sure. Okay. All right. That all the Q&As?
You ain't 15. You damn near 19 or something. I forget what it was. Like, you look like you're 20. I remember that. And I was like, I could do that. Maybe not the exact same, but just mess with the kid.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm here to pick up. Hi. That was even going on a date. That was even like we're gonna have sex. Mm-hmm. Whew. All right, that's it for Q&As, guys.
So, okay, poll for this week.
All right, guys, so for the poll this week, we had Tobias and the girl with death in her eyes in the car, and they say, kill that guy. And they take a shot, and it didn't hit the guy that I thought he was trying to hit. So did the girl with death in her eyes miss, and she was supposed to kill Black Lightning? Or did they have some other plan or ulterior motive for taking out the other two, the Reverend?
Maybe she just needed to put her glasses on.
Well, maybe. And death in her eyes, like, oh, fix. No
Oh shit, I missed. Yeah.
I mean, maybe taking. I thought he wanted to kill Black Lightning. That's what
Yeah.
I thought when I was watching it.
Sure.
But maybe taking out the Reverend because he's being a leader of,
Yeah.
against it.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what they were wanting to do. So, because I mean, they did say about they're not much for martyrs, which
Yeah.
now you can have a martyr, but he didn't die.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
I'm gonna say she didn't miss. There's something else going on.
Okay. Well, what did you guys think? Make sure you guys go to patreon.com/blindwave, which is a button at the end of the button. What are you doing?
Oh, that one. It is also a button right there.
Button at the end of the button.
Yeah.
Make sure you guys check out Patreon over there, and make sure you subscribe because we do all the DC stuff. Arrow and Black Lightning and Flash.
We don't do Gotham.
That's not the DC. Well, I mean, it's DC, but it's not just DC.